Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside the Park with Emily and Ben. Coming to you tonight from Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, Florida, home of the Tampa Bay Rays. Come along as we check out this dome and see if the juice is worth the squeeze. So let's talk about Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, Florida. I got to admit, this wasn't my first trip to Tropicana Field. I've been there a bunch of times. I was even there back in the early days when the Tampa Bay Lightning were playing their games at what was then the Thunderdome, before it was called Tropicana Field. I got to admit that this was a really hard review for me. I just kind of assumed that, it's one of the worst venues in Major League Baseball. And, was just going to kind of give this ballpark a pretty terrible review. But I got to say, the building does stink. It is dingy. You are far away from the action. It's confined concourses. There's a lot about the building and the facility itself that is, very much bottom three by MLB standards. However, the ballpark experience is actually pretty good. And, I think the ownership there deserves credit for doing as much as they possibly can with Tropicana Field to make it fan-friendly. The food courts, really a great concept. The refillable Coca-Cola stations, I thought, concessions, while a little bit on the higher side, I did think you got good value for your money. The staff was outstanding. Before I even walked in the ballpark, there was a young man, one of the fan hosts, who came up to me outside and saw I was taking pictures and video and asked me, is there anything you need to know about the ballpark? And, so I had a great experience, even though the ballpark stinks. And I think that's kind of, I've seen teams like, I'm a season ticket holder for Washington Nationals. That's a team that's won a World Series recently. It's a relatively new ballpark. The ownership doesn't do anything in Washington to improve that fan experience. They haven't spent a nickel to do anything in that stadium to make it better for the fans. So, when I go to Tampa Bay, I see a bad building, but I see an ownership that's trying to make a family-friendly environment. And I think they do a lot of things right in St. Petersburg. And, I think that's a positive. It's not, the ballpark's not in the right place. It'd be better if it was over in Tampa. The building itself has some problems, but there's also, there's a lot of other things to like. And, assuming they do get a new stadium, and it looks like they may, I would have confidence in this ownership that they're going to get it right.
Come on.
Well, that's going to do it from Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, Florida. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. We hope you subscribe to the channel. Until next time, get outside and get inside the park.